Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Doris Burke for tonight's game. Also with us, Allie LaForce. And heading into this one, how about the clash at the big man positions?
Well, the skill we're seeing in the front court these days, just phenomenal. To me, it's the biggest way the game has changed. Okay, everybody talks about the three-point shooting and the pace, but what the big guys are able to do in terms of their skill set, incredible, and we're going to see it tonight. I'm looking forward to this one.
It's stolen by SGA. Williams misses.
Boy, he's had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
Pass to Holmgren. Over Kessel. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Holmgren's got 5 now.
This guy is so confident with his shooting. Zero hesitation from Chet right there.
Whoa! How often do you see a one do that?
Versatility is huge in this game, and how about your point guard finishing the play? Look out.
You know, when it comes to consistency, Doris, it doesn't get much better than Gilgeous-Alexander.
B.A., he's like a metronome. There's no question that every single night, no matter the defensive scheme sent in his direction, this guy is going to find a way to put a number on the board.
What a swat. As Wembanyama refines his defense, more and more shots are going to be in danger.
SGA with a steal. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Turning defense into offense, taking it all the way.
Well, that's extraordinary effort. You've got to time the steal perfectly, and then he's off to the races.
Caruso outside. Pass to Williams. Now here's Holmgren. Lots of room. Rebounded by Kessel.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
Yeah, guys are going to try to push Wembanyama around. He just has to keep his cool and use the physical play as motivation.
So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, a bit ago, Mitch Johnson and I were able to chat, and he was quick to give some praise to Jalen Williams. His words to me were, quote, anytime you're facing a player as versatile as Williams, it poses problems. He can guard any position, he can score from anywhere, and he's mentally tough. He didn't make a secret of the respect that he has for Jalen. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Stolen by Vassell. To the wing, right side. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and he missed the J after tricking the D with a nifty pass fake. SGA with it. Castle covering. A good look from Holmgren. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. And that's now 7 points for Chet Holmgren. Doris, 2 areas the Thunder really separate themselves. Turnovers and field goal percentage.
Well, last season they commit the second fewest turnovers. They force the second most turnovers. So in terms of winning the possession battle, that's unequivocal. They were top 5 offensively. Like, this team is built to win, period.
Doris, I know you appreciate the versatility of Jalen Williams.
Well, B.A., to me, the invaluable skill of guarding the 5 position was really where he distinguished himself. He's basically cross-positional 1 through 5 on the defensive end. Offensively, he can hurt you with his scoring and his passing. This guy is an elite talent.
Here's Caruso, following that last 3-pointer by San Antonio. And they're on the break. Here's Champagnie. Again, the Spurs score.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
SGA can't get it to go. Spurs lead by 5. Outside Wembanyama. From outside the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Here's SGA. Can't get it to drop.
You know how sometimes we'll say a guy is making it look easy? Well, he's making it look difficult.
I mean, it's one thing to be aggressive, but this guy not finding his rhythm.
Pass to Champagny. Clock at 6. Now here's Wembanyama. He's covered by Holmgren. For 3. Another miss by Wembanyama. On the wing, Caruso. Back to SGA. Here's Holmgren. Denied by the alien. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Spurs out in front.
16. The Thunder. 11.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
I love their game plan defensively. They're taking guys out of what they like to do.
I want to see if they can keep up this kind of intensity. They're going to need it if they want to win this one.
Outside, Williams. He's off on the layup. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Back to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Does he even have to jump? Do we have a vertical on Vic? Alert play. Got a hand to it and almost turned them over.
Yeah, and it's two things there. It's not only terrific anticipation, but because of the distance, it's great effort.
San Antonio leading by 9. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Nice work from the mid-range. This team encourages Wembanyama to look for his shot.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Thunder are committed to a team approach. SGA emphasized, we always say the answer is never a hero play. It's being who we are, trusting each other and playing with all 5 on both ends. Whatever the problem is, we can fix it with the collective effort. Brian, back to you.
You got to respect that mindset. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander from 13. The bank shot, no good. Here's Champagny from beyond the arc, and then some. Champagny's got 8.
Look, they've kept it tight. I like what they're doing offensively.
And now it really is just a matter of continuing to take these high percentage shots.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Owe. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. For top young prospects, coaches will sometimes let them play through some mistakes, Doris. But eventually, they're expected to figure it out.
And a lot of times, BA, it's the situation into which you're drafted. If you're playing for a team that's trying to win now and in a competitive race, that grace period is going to be shorter, as opposed to, okay, we're in a rebuild. The young player is going to get a lot more grace and opportunity.
And the foul called on Harrison Barnes. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside, Williams to stop the run.
Nice job by Harris using his 6'8" frame to contest the shot.
Back to Barnes. Pass to Harper. Harris on the wing. No good on the triple. Thunder trail by 16. In that 2025 finals, Chet Holmgren saved his best performance for last, Doris.
Well, in that game we're talking about, Game 7, 2025, he sent back 5 shots. 5 times he sent it back. He grabbed 8 boards. He scored 18 points on 75% shooting. Helped OKC secure their first championship big time.
And when the break is on, you gotta keep pace with Wembanyama, or he'll find a way to score.
Holmgren outside, looking to end this cold spell. The rebound by the Spurs.
They just can't get anything going, and that affects your...
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Champagny with it. Castle, left side. Outside for Wembanyama. Here's SGA. Oklahoma City moving it around. Holmgren outside. He gets that. One. So regardless of the team's GA, it's always a highly contested game when we get 2 conference foes going head-to-head, like right here.
Yeah, and obviously every game matters, but these affect your positioning and could be a determining factor at the end of the season. So those conference games are always a little more heated.
And here now the Thunder, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Whoops, anticipated the pass, turnover. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Wembanyama. It's good.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And that one is hammered home.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Williams with the defensive effort. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. One of the more versatile players in the league, J-Dub.
Yeah, and he's only 6'5", but he has a strong body and very long arms. And that physique, it's a little reminiscent of Draymond Green's, actually.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Now, here's Fox. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And that is one of the things Holmgren brings to the table. His rim protection is critical for this defense.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. The Spurs are tightly connected. Stephon Castle said, "We know what we have in our locker room. Nobody takes anything personal. We're all trying to get better together. Whether we get talked about or not, we know teams are going to have to compete when they play against us." Back to you guys.
Playing team first. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And here is Fox. After the three-pointer from Chet Holmgren. Wembanyama. It's good.
And a big man who moves like a guard, Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
To the paint. Another miss by Holmgren. Spurs trailed by 3. On the wing, Fox. Wembanyama inside. Fox. Second chance effort. And the layup is good.
Going and getting it. Some high-effort play there from Fox.
Wallace. His three-pointer's off the mark. And Castle's got the ball here for San Antonio. And Tim, this Thunder team, just a tenacious defensive outfit.
Well, they are so disruptive all over the floor, always near the top of the league in blocks and steals, and yet somehow, despite all that activity, Kevin, they managed to avoid foul trouble.
Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, the Thunder with another miss. And stolen by Wallace. Loose ball. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Fox goes in. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Over Holmgren. And Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 6 points.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Whoa! Blocked by Wembanyama! Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. He got it up. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Spurs lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
I mean, they've been all over the glass, intent on winning the battle of the board.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
The second overall pick in 2025. Tim, what do you like about Dylan Harper's game?
Well, it's his ability to attack off the dribble. There isn't a single defender in this league that can keep him in front. He is an explosive athlete, and he's got a great handle.
Here's Holmgren. Whoa! Blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Nothing on the board. 4 on the clock. It's stolen by Harris. Oh, tipped. And stolen by Williams. Ball is with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Back to SGA. Holmgren left side. Wembanyama with the rebound. That's a 2 from Barnes. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Count it good. SGA's got his first bucket in this one.
And Gilgeous-Alexander has shown tremendous growth in this area. His ability to break down a defense on ball screen.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Harris. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And those illegal screens, they get called more often than not.
Yeah, because the truth is, the game is so fast, sometimes it's tough to be set before you screen.
Legs in the Wild West, the Spurs have thrown their hat in the ring.
Well, you know, Kevin, when OKC won their title, it looked like they were going to be in that spot for a long time. We wondered who in the West could give them a run for their money. Well, we have the answer. It's the San Antonio Spurs. They are for real.
And so here is Oklahoma City after the basket by San Antonio. Outside, SGA. Here's Holmgren. That's good, and SGA with the assist. That's 7 points for Chet Holmgren. Wembanyama outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Outside, SGA. Outside, Williams. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Spurs leading by 6. Harper surveying the defense. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And he knew he could make that shot. No hesitation.
Well, his great advantage is that he can shoot over the top of almost any defender.
Here's Harris. They lead by 7. Pass to Wembanyama. Rebound by Williams. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Chet Holmgren is his own worst critic. Coach Dagnall proclaimed he is a perfectionist. Holmgren said, "I'm just focused on where I can be better. That's watching more film than stats." SGA proclaimed, "The sky's the limit. He can take this game and his game wherever he wants." Kevin, back to you.
A unique talent. Thanks for the update, Allie. Now Williams. After Keldon Johnson missed from long range. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition. Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Right at the rim. No problem there for Shea. And the Spurs with possession. The kick out to Barnes. Back to Harper. Pass to Johnson. over Wallace. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. We'll return shortly.
One more time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far.
Keep looking to the sky.
And Tim, I've heard it said, offense sells tickets. Defense wins games. And rebounding wins championships. You agree?
Well, there's a lot of truth in that statement, and it comes down to this. If you can't secure a defensive rebound and finish off your possessions, you're in big trouble in this league.
Here's Mitchell. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. It's McCain on the wing. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Legs as great as the Thunder have been over the last 3 seasons, it seems like they're getting better.
Well, Kevin, despite all of the playoff success the last few years, they're still pretty young. But when you combine that youth with a wealth of playoff experience they've gathered, man, the future and the present, very bright indeed.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's Williams. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Williams has got 4 this quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. The wide open look here for Fox. The putback. Wembanyama on the fall.
Oh, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Well, nothing will fire you up like your point guard finishing like that.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league, Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Oweh. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. It's good from long range.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
Well, the margin for error is getting smaller, so the stakes on each possession are getting bigger.
And Fox gets it to go.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now, here's Mitchell. In low. Fox with the steal. Here's Castle. Sinks the triple. Castle's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
This is something Castle has been working on, developing his long-range consistency.
And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. .149 left in the third. Tim, you were telling me Stephon Castle is one of your favorite players to watch defensively.
Well, this dude just loves to compete. He knows how to disrupt the point of attack. He fights over screens. He will get into a guy's chest, and he's got great strength, which means he can switch on to bigger players.
Fires the 3. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Thunder. They trail by 11. And the shot is good. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's the right call. That screen was just asking for a whistle.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now, here's Mitchell. .59 seconds left in the third quarter. Down low. Clock at 6. A rejection by Wembanyama. Vassell outside. And he banks in the layup.
And just attacking the paint. Vassell knows better than to hold back.
The kick out to Williams. They set the pick. Back to Mitchell. To the middle. Nifty move. Vassell grabs the board.
What a contest. That looked like a guaranteed bucket.
Off it 2 there.
And how about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
And here is Mitchell. Williams with a clean look. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that.
33.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so here is Oklahoma City. It's a 13-point game.
Deliver the hammer! What a finish! And SGA showing you some impressive hops.
Now Fox. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you were left-handed, just like De'Aaron Fox. Does that make things tougher on defenses?
Yes, because it flips the court. On D, you have to totally reverse how you guard someone. So being a southpaw is a bit of an advantage.
And if you're putting on a shooting clinic, Tim, what's one thing you'd suggest for young players coming up through the ranks, grade school, high school? There's got to be a technique you can pass along.
Well, I think the biggest thing for me is your release point, staying with your shot, locking in that elbow and wrist at the same time, and then there's nothing like repetition.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Barnes, right side. And the basket is good. Barnes has got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio.
Well, that interior defense not strong at all.
Nothing will drive a coach crazier than that, giving up a free lane to the rim.
Pass to Wembanyama. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And that's the thing about SGA. He keeps coming at you, and he forces every action defensively.
In Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, you can see the same will to win that so many of the greats have had.
Well, there's no doubt. When stakes are the highest, that's when SGA is going to be at his best. He just has that mental makeup. A guy who won't allow his team to lose.
Can't allow Johnson to get that deep. Once he's there, he's going to be able to score.
Back to SGA. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. They get it back. Tries again. It's tipped. San Antonio leading by 11. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
And stolen by Caruso. Whoa!
And we knew Holmgren could get up there, but wow, he put some spice on that one.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And you have to keep an eye on SGA in transition defensively.
Knocked away. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here is Wembanyama. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
He throw good, Wembanyama. Thunder trailing by 9. Here's Holmgren. .151 left in the game. Now Williams. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
And Jalen Williams that time showing you that explosive athleticism.
Harper buries the deep ball.
And when it rains, it pours, giving up more good looks there.
And defensively, they've got to be better if they want to cut into this deficit.
SGA trying again. Confident bucket in close by Holmgren.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that can carry on well throughout the year.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game. Wembanyama with it. Now SGA defending. Shot clock at 5. Wembanyama doesn't get that one. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander. All right, here's Williams. Puts up a 3. That one misses.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Now Caruso. He's off from 3. Let's lose a 3. SGA pulls it down.
And at this point, I just don't think they can come back.
Well, in this league today, with all the three-point shooting, you never want to say it too early, but I agree. This one is over.
Vassell got it to go. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Tim Legler.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson. Joining me tonight will be Stan Van Gundy and Clark Kellogg, along with Allie LaForce checking in with us from the sidelines. Here's Jim. Oh, a highlight! What a slam!
Oh, my.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Now here's Edwards. Ball right side. Just 5 to shoot. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And heading into this one, how about the clash at the big man positions?
Well, the skill we're seeing in the front court these days, just phenomenal. To me, it's the biggest way the game has changed. Okay, everybody talks about the three-point shooting and the pace, but what the big guys are able to do in terms of their skill set, incredible, and we're going to see it tonight. I'm looking forward to this one.
And Minnesota with possession here. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Edwards for 3. The rebound by Embiid. McDaniels with a steal. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Edwards looking it over. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Releases. Clock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Anthony Edwards, a potential face of the league, but deep runs are key, Clark.
You know, he's doing his part, BA. This is where the Wolves' great front office comes in, finding those undervalued assets, players who can contribute to fortify this roster.
Down low. Here's Gobert. Oh, misses the dunk. Fast break, Philadelphia.
Hey, you have to have pity for the defense right there. I mean, LeBron is an absolute load down low.
And the Sixers kind of a surprise pick for LeBron this summer.
Yeah, BA, not many had the Sixers as the front runner, but the fit makes perfect sense for all their talent. They were thin at the power forward spot, and LeBron, with his floor spacing and playmaking, pairs well with this lineup.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
I love that decision to take it right to the rim.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Philadelphia shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Clark, even in his 40s, LeBron, one of the league's leaders in fast break points.
Absolutely amazing, B.A. Every time you talk about numbers with this guy, and what he's done for how long at such a high level, even though that first step has definitely slowed down a bit, he understands once he gets going, he can still power through most defenders.
Inside. Dosunmu outside. Pass to Gobert. The ball's knocked loose. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Sixers lead by 7. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. When I spoke with Coach about defending LaMelo Ball, he had some striking comments, saying we really stressed our guys with picking him up at half court. His range seems limitless, and he can hurt you from way beyond the arc. LaMelo Ball, such a tough matchup. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Pass to Edwards. Back to Gobert. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Shot's good by James. James has got 11.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Ball outside. To the inside. To Sumu. Here's Gobert. Shoots over Embiid. And stolen by Gobert. Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Well, you know how sometimes we'll say a guy is making it look easy? Well, he's making it look difficult.
Well, I think he's in his own head too much. I mean, thinking too much. Time to find his points within the flow of the game. Let it come to him.
Well, they're certainly not easing their way into this game. They've played with great energy and intensity.
Unless a lot changes quickly, they might run away with this one.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. To the paint. Here's Berger. Back to Ball. To the middle. Will it go? Berger's shot is off.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
Brown with a screen. Now Embiid. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 6 on the shot clock. And a hand on it. And that'll be Philadelphia's ball as it goes out of bounds. Sixers able to keep the possession.
Now to the lineup for your 76ers.
Just 4 seconds left in the first. The 3 from Edgecombe. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Now here's Brown. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Yep, that one goes.
When you give Brown some daylight, some room to operate, he pounces on it.
Here's Ball. LaMelo working inside.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Beyond his skill, LaMelo Ball brings a certain flair and entertainment value.
Boy, you got that right there. I mean, he's got a little bit of the street ball style to his game, and basketball has always had players that embrace that and bring that style. He's a flashy passer, and he'll take some crazy shots, but he's effective, too, which makes him very entertaining and productive.
The Sixers lead by 9. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot. Philadelphia has dealt with injuries in the past, but star Tyrese Maxey said no matter who plays, it doesn't matter. The 76ers are going to play the same way every single night. We're going to compete, we're going to play hard, and that's what it comes down to. Guys?
Making the commitment. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Down low. And that one is stuffed right through.
One of the more dynamic passers in this league. Ball with a nice setup.
Here's Maxey. And Berger pulls it down. And Ball will bring it up here for the T-Wolves. They trail by 7. Left block shot on the way. Here's Berger. Three-pointer, no good.
He was wide open. That missed clearly on him.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Ooh, they're not making it easy on themselves. Tough shot.
Edwards for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Right side, Maxey. Three-pointer. Oh, good-looking shot, Maxey.
The numbers testify. Tyrese Maxey is one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA.
McDaniels from long range. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. One thing that's on the rise in this league, Stan, higher levels of on-ball backcourt pressure.
Well, yeah, look, it is hard to stop people in the half court. You need to force turnovers to be a good defensive team, and also the easiest way to score is to get out in transition off steals and deflection, and putting some pressure on in the backcourt, a great way to do that.
Oh, nice shot by Brown.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
Out of bounds, it'll be Sixers ball.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands too.
1:46 left in the first half. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Offensive rebound. It doesn't go for him. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's DiVincenzo. McDaniels a screen to the inside. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Brown, no good.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for your
1:02 left in the second.
Number 5, Anthony Simons.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Let's go with a three. And it's Bona with a rebound. Philadelphia leading by 9. Brown in the high post. Back to Bona. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. The Timberwolves trail by 12. Back to DiVincenzo. To the paint. Here's Barrett-Jay. Tries again. Outside McDaniels. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. 6 to shoot. Second chance effort. It's McDaniels on the wing. Pass to Edwards. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's covered by Simons. The three is up. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back after this word. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, Clark, the feathery touch for DiVincenzo is in stark contrast with the sandpaper in his game.
Hey, B.A., that's a nice combination. Sandpaper and feathery touch. Deflections, diving for loose balls. That's the sandpaper, putting his body on the line. He understands that's part of what helps you win, but he also can hurt you with that feathery touch from deep.
The Sixers lead by 10. And it's Maxey missing. It's Edwards on the wing. McDaniels a screen. Pass to Barrett-Jay. Back to Edwards. Here's Barrett-Jay. The three. And the three-pointer goes. Barrett-Jay's got 5 points.
Excellent kick out by Edwards there. Head on the swivel, sharing the ball nicely.
James, that's good.
Well, that's a good way to get going in the second half. Get inside, get a high percentage look.
Yeah, they want to get the half off to a quick start, and they know who to go to.
Outside McDaniels. Inside. And Embiid with the block.
Embiid stiff-arming that shot with authority. No mercy.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Well, with the way things were going on offense, they needed a timeout.
Protect that orange and get it in the hoop. That would be my suggestion.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. The three, DiVincenzo. Minnesota again missing. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Tyrese Maxey is always an upbeat presence, but he said, I think as I get older and I start maturing a little bit, I still smile a lot, but I know that I also have to be serious sometimes.
Whoa! Are you kidding me, LeBron?
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
The three, DiVincenzo. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That was all set up by the initial hustle.
That's what they've got him out there for, fella.
A clear look for Embiid. That falls. Nice feed from Maxey. Embiid's got his first bucket in this one.
A focal point in this offense, Embiid has no hesitation shooting off the catch.
Philadelphia leading by 11. Pass to Maxey. Maxey finishes above the rim.
Trying to take the life out of the opponent there.
Running the show, throwing it down. He's not about to let up.
Back to DiVincenzo. Here's Berenjay. There's the three. Hits the trifecta. Berenjay's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Caldwell Pope's shot is off. The Timberwolves trail by 10. Pass to Berenjay. Here's Lyles. Here is DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Here's Berenjay. Embiid covers. DiVincenzo. He goes up again. Joel Embiid with the board. A minute 9 left in the third. Oh, putting in the work. Embiid finishes inside.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. The Sixers lead by 10. Pass to Caldwell Pope. A deep three. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. And here's Minnesota now to the paint. Tries to keep it alive. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And they recover it. Pass to Berenjay. Goes back up and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Minnesota shooting their first free throw in this game.
Team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves,
And that one misses. The Sixers leading.
Well, what I'd be thinking, hold for the last shot.
A lot of times, though, that's easier said than done. It takes patience.
Back to Edgecombe. 4-3. Sinks it from distance. Edgecombe's got 5 now.
Well, they're just not letting up.
This is called wearing out, wearing down your opponent. They've been impressive.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Philadelphia on top. They're up by 11. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. There's so much talent in this league, Clark. Some guys can get overlooked. So who's underrated in your mind?
There are so many outstanding players that don't get the top billing on the marquee. There's only so much room for star billing, but there are a lot of players that actually play like stars on a regular basis. I mean, I love Josh Hart. He's only one of the top rebounders in the game. He's only 6'5". I loved him from the time I saw him in college because he just plays with great energy and gets a lot done at both ends of the floor that impact winning.
Pass to Zakarski. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Zakarski's got his first 2 points.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
It's Brown on the wing. Five to shoot. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Brown going to work.
Well, you look at that defense, the intensity clearly needs to be turned up a notch.
Yeah, it's no wonder they're down this much. They've had a number of miscommunications and breakdowns here.
And so Simons will bring it up for the 76ers. Going inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
So quick. Simons using that burst to get to the rim.
Over to the left wing. It's McDaniels on the wing. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's Zakarski. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Zakarski's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
Here's Brown. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Well, you look at Ball, and I really think he excels more in the open court than he does in the half court.
And it's blocked by Edwards. Fast break. Here comes Minnesota. Now McDaniels. For 3. Oh, the shot is off. Philadelphia leading by 9. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Brown. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
Big time hops on display there. What a throwdown by Brown.
There's the steal. Now Simons. Fires away from outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simons.
substitution on the court.
Timberwolves trail by 11. McDaniels outside. Banks it home. Big shot.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
There's a minute 47 left in the final quarter. And yes, sir, in stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
And here's McDaniels. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
Getting the ball into the paint for a close range look. That's a nice pass.
Maxey. Oh, somehow getting it to go. Tyrese Maxey.
Finishing despite the contact on him. Serious toughness from Maxey there.
Well, when you're going up against length, you have to go up strong.
Boy, that's a tough play. I mean, taking on somebody you're giving up that much size to, not for the faint of heart.
Screen by Embiid. James. Oh, that's easy work for LeBron inside. Ultimately, field goal percentage was a determining factor in this game. They were the more efficient team.
Yeah, they valued each possession and were clearly focused on generating good looks. That's why they shot such a high percentage from the field.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for LeBron James.
Oh, I loved his approach. Businesslike, methodical, highly productive. When they needed points, he was the one that got them.
James. It's tipped.
Honestly, there isn't much they can do at this point.
Yeah, at a certain point, there's just not a lot that you can do about it. Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer. I do not know if there's a more confident family in the NBA. Ball wants the ball when it matters most.
Brown on the wing. James outside. Now it's Maxey. Jacks up a three. Ooh, it doesn't go.
Well, a 3 here would be optimal.
Yeah, you know, I'm curious to see who they go to in this moment.
So it's the 76ers taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. We're in Miami. For some Heat basketball, this hometown. crowd ready to go.
First team foul.
One thing, GA, we know coming into this matchup tonight, these two teams like to pass the ball.
And both teams, Kevin, very unselfish, no question about it. When that's part of your team chemistry, the DNA of your team, it just makes for the game to be played so beautifully. This should be a fun one. Such a big part of this league, scoring off turnovers.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Now here's Towns. At the Hart from downtown. It's hauled in by the Heat. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. We talked about the problems that Mikal Bridges can cause for an offense, and Coach told me that he can switch on so many positions that it makes it very hard for us to hunt matchups when he is involved on the perimeter. He is one of the most underrated defenders in that aspect. Coach giving a lot of respect to the defense of Bridges. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Bridges with the steal.
Great anticipation defensively. He saw the ball coming before it even left the passer's hands.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. The free throw drops for Towns.
There might not be a guy with more heart than Karl Anthony Towns. From his words to his actions, this is a guy who cares about the game and his fellow players.
And the shot goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
And they're looking his way, and he is answering the call.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Wow, look at the release. Towns with a quick trigger.
So, Greg, expectations for the Knicks set early last season.
Yeah, there was plenty of pressure in the nation's media capital. Fortunately, though, that hard-nosed roster had the disposition to handle the scrutiny, ultimately rewarding their fans with their first NBA championship in 53 years. Always nice to get easy chances early in the game.
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Brunson. And the 3 off target. Pass to Antetokounmpo. To get it to Adebayo and does.
Well, Adebayo is always a threat to dunk it. He's light on his feet and extremely explosive.
Brunson up top. It's hauled in by the Heat. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him. To the paint. Adebayo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Third team foul.
You know, Tim, I'm constantly impressed by Bam Adebayo's versatility on both ends of the floor.
But it really stands out. Not only does it make it tough to go against him, it also gives his coaching staff great flexibility defensively.
Now here's Brunson. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the Heat. 3-point lead. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. Good on the shot. Towns has got 7.
Alert play by Towns. Mindful of the clock. Saves that possession.
Knicks trail by 3. Brunson, good. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Hart covering. On deep, Adebayo. Drains it from beyond the arc. 6 points for him.
Wow, look at Bam with that kind of shooting range, and it's good to see him shooting the ball with confidence and deep.
Hart, that's good.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Pass to Hart. The kick out to Anunoby. Here's Brunson. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Miami Heat. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Ali LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Giannis Antetokounmpo is focused on winning more rings. He explained it's the same thing I've been saying my whole career. I want to be on a team that has a chance to win a championship. That's never going to change. Everybody can say, oh, incredible career, but I want to be among the best. Back over to you guys.
Yep, eyes on the prize. Ali, we appreciate the report. And the Heat's head coach, Eric Spoelstra. Tim, now leading the U.S. men's national team.
Yeah, and really this was a no-brainer decision, Kevin. He's the longest tenured head coach in the NBA, and he's been involved with the national program since 2021. So he really knows how to get the job done.
So after years of the league trending smaller, Tim, we have seen a reemergence of the big.
Well, we have seen a surge in these double big lineups, but teams just don't want traditional bigs. They want versatile bigs. So now you have lineup optionality, and it gives their opponents different looks.
That's tipped. Stolen by Brunson. Towns looking around. Back to Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. 5 on the clock. Hart, no good. The Heat with the lead. Thompson with it. Hart covering. Here's Giannis. The Heat with a fresh 14. Wiggins outside. On the wing, Giannis. 13 points in the game.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Right side Towns. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Giannis left side. The screen from Thompson. On the wing, Thompson. Antetokounmpo. The putback is no good. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy one.
Wiggins outside. And Wiggins throws it down. Knicks trailed by 3. Knocked out. Back to Hart. Wiggins with it. Hart covering. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. 1:58 left in the first half. Thompson outside. Pass to Giannis. Thompson left side. Clock at 4. Outside, Adebayo. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Adebayo's got the lead up to 6 now for Miami.
That is smooth right there. Adebayo stretching the floor a little bit.
It's good. Towns has got 13.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Unstoppable drive by Giannis.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
The kick out to Anunoby. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
And that's great activity from the defense. Close to getting a turnover.
Yeah, that'll give him something to think about.
And there's a whistle that goes on Kyle Larson.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul. And Miami making a change here. And here's Brunson outside. The kick out to Towns. Connects on the 17-footer. And that's 15 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Silky smooth there from the mid-range. Cat's mechanics on that jump shot are excellent.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by New York. Brunson scanning the floor. The kick out to Anunoby. Brunson outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, they can play.
Whoa! He flew in there. Wow!
I'll tell you, Hardaway dangerous in the open floor.
And the dunk by Towns. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Heat lead by 4. Live from Miami, you're watching 2K Sports.
Fans, one more time.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Knicks trailed by 4. When big-time players, Tim, are on the move, Miami is often floated as a destination.
Yeah, it seems like Miami is always a place that the big names are going to visit. Well, everybody loves the city, but this organization has also shown a commitment to winning. If you add all that up, it's no surprise they target the big names.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ. And coming out of the break, that's exactly the kind of look that gets you going.
Well, this coaching staff will take that kind of shot every time up the floor.
And if you're putting on a shooting clinic, Tim, what's one thing you'd suggest for young players coming up through the ranks, grade school, high school? There's got to be a technique you can pass along.
Well, I think the biggest thing for me is your release point, staying with your shot, locking in that elbow and wrist at the same time, and then there's nothing like repetition. He's been carrying the load on offense in this one, and he might as well keep looking for his shot the way he's been going.
Count it, good. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Over in the corner, Portis. Giannis driving to the rim. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Anunoby outside. Off target from three-point range. Now we'll hear from Allie Laforce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you. The Miami Heat go hard. Davion Mitchell said, "We all tell each other to be slightly reckless out there. When we say that, we all laugh, and it kind of brings us together. That's how you embody the Heat culture. Just kind of being reckless out there, not thinking and just making plays. Back to you, Kevin.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And McBride drops them both. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The Heat leading by 5. Giannis outside. He tries for 3. Hit the tip. That's a Hardaway. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
They call it setting a screen because your feet have to be set. And it looks like his one.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Knicks trail by 5. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Shamet on the wing. Here's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
In low. Kicks it out to Giannis. Giannis automatic inside.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
Down low. In the corner, Drummond with it. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:53 left in the third. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Assistant.
Getting loose off that screen.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Always good to see Hardaway not sitting back and attacking the rim.
GA, one thing is certain, you can never question the work ethic of Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I mean, he works like he's fighting for a roster spot. He's obsessed with being the best version of himself, which is why he's an all-time great.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 26 points for him. Clock at 6. And there's the drive. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
To the middle. .46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Diawara. Back to Drummond. It's hauled in by the Heat. Inside. Portis lays it up off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Heat lead.
And they've been the more precise team here in the second half, getting great looks.
Well, so much in this league is about decision-making, and I love their judgment tonight.
Here's Larson.
Oh, man!
And a strong finish with two hands. Now McBride. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's the Heat up. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. The Heat leading by 9. Screen by Giannis. Here's Hardaway. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Second personal foul. First team foul. In the lineup for your Heat.
Outside, Towns. And it's Miami with the rebound. On three-pointer, Wiggins drills the three-pointer. Wiggins has got the lead up to 12 now for Miami.
Well, from deep, Wiggins is solid. He makes enough of them out there. It forces you to make decisions to guard him.
High-scoring game, high-level entertainment.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Heat moving the ball around. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And that one's good by Giannis.
You like to see Giannis hitting those, but you'll live with that if you're the defense.
In low. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Wasted no time on that one. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one. Hart outside. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Brunson. The three. Oh, Brunson sticks it to the D.
Brunson doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off. He has the ultimate confidence in that jumper.
Giannis! What a response! Hitting a three of their own.
And everyone right now is attacking from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Into the lane. Cleared away by Hart. Knicks trail by 13. Here's Bridges. Oh, tipped. Brunson. Now Towns. Outside, Brunson. Fires the three. A putback. Now Hart. From deep. There's Brunson from deep.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
2 minutes remaining.
Giannis outside. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Six on the shot clock. Whoa! What a play! Rips it down with two hands.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Anunoby. Antetokounmpo with the steal. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. Knicks trail by 12. Here's Anunoby. And he jams it in.
This is what Towns is capable of. He's an incredibly gifted offensive weapon who can score at all three levels. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Miami.
They really had it going, guys. The offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, he was all over the place out there, creating turnovers. Quick hands, quick feet, nothing was getting past him.
Let's it 5 from 18. Bridges with the rebound. Brunson fires. Cleared away by Adebayo. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
When it comes to their performance tonight, I think you have to give some credit to the fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
5 to shoot. And there's the pick. Now Anunoby. Another chance here. It misses. Giannis. He's off from 3. Deflected. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin.